Hey Zach, Jessica Peterson here. I spoke with Sarah earlier and she thought you'd be the best one to get this video. So I'm super excited she accepted it on your behalf because I'm going to show you a couple strategies that you can start applying right away, and it's going to make a huge difference for you guys. Right now, you're only getting about 15 people to your website and your website's barely functioning. So you're getting about 15 people, but you're losing 60 to 70% of jobs every month by not having these strategies in place. So I know that if you take these strategies and run with them, it's going to be a huge impact for you guys. And I know this because we've done it with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys. So this is going to be huge, okay? And when you do, you're going to start capturing that missing traffic. Okay, so we're going to talk about three main things. We're going to talk about your content keyword strategy, your citations, and your backlinks, okay? So here we are on your website, and if this little ducky isn't one of the cutest things I've ever seen, I don't know what it is. It is so stinking cute. Alright, so websites do not, Google does not rank your website based on how it looks, but it is based on content and being mobile first, easy to use for mobile devices. So making sure we have click-to-call phone numbers, which this is good. Making sure you have a functioning and working navigation. This service page does not work. There is no service page, at least not connected. I don't know if these. No, none of these links work. They all go nowhere. So none of your navigation is working. So that is a huge issue. Google will not promote your website based on that by itself. Also, you have to have a separate page for every single one of these services at a bare minimum. Google requires a separate page so that it can, each page can be specifically about that service. You can target information about that service, answer your customers' questions, FAQs, that type of thing, but focusing on the local keywords for that unique service on that page, okay? So they have to have their own pages. This home page here is supposed to be a summary of all your major services, and it's supposed to be focused around your local keywords. 99% of people, when they are searching for help, don't know who you are yet because they haven't had this situation before. They are searching based on the service they need, so they're going to be looking at Denver water damage repair Denver, Denver water damage restoration, water cleanup Denver, okay? So there's multiple variations. You need to capture those to get the most possible traffic. And so whether we're talking about your images on your website, being optimized with keywords, which they're supposed to be. Let me see. It's taking a minute to pop up. Oh, there we go. Okay, see, it just says Adobe stock. So your images are not optimized either. Your images need to have local keywords. So again, these are going to be water damage restoration Denver, Denver water damage restoration. As long as that makes sense with the image, okay? And then all of your written content also needs to be written around those local keywords. This homepage needs 1,500 words or more of written content. And so if your competitors have 1,500 words, you need to have more. You're going to need 1,800 words, or 2,000 words or more. We always have to do better than our competitors. So we do have a little bit of content here, but not enough. We're missing our service pages. We're simply listing the areas we serve. This doesn't work anymore either. We used to be able to do just a simple location page, but honestly, we have to do better than that now as well. You need to have service pages for each location. As long as they have search volume, they should have pages. So content and keyword strategy, number one, hands down, is the biggest issue that you guys have right now, and getting traffic to the website. So you definitely have to work on your content keyword strategy, because Google sends crawlers to your website to index your website and keywords. And crawlers are like little mini robots, and it scans all of this information to try and understand who you are, the services you offer, and where you offer those services. So when this content isn't built out right, doesn't have the right information, the right locations, there's no keywords, Google has no idea what type of customers to send to your website. So it is so critical that you work on that strategy, okay? Now, if we look at your top competitor in Denver, we have ServPro. And yes, they're a franchise, but don't worry, they are also beatable, okay? You're not competing against the entire franchise, just the local ServPros. And these franchisees here are not allowed to modify their information. So they get what they get. And so you actually have an advantage over them. All you have to do is better. You just have to do better than they're doing. So that's better quality content, more content than they have on the page, more pages, more blogs, etc. So then we have to just do better. And then they're absolutely beatable for you guys, okay? Now, when your customers are searching, as we know, they'll do a search like this, and we want your business to be showing up when they do those searches. And so there's three main areas on the first page of Google your business can show up. The first is going to be ads. Those are local service ads and cost-to-click ads, which can be profitable as long as you have your processes dialed in and you have that good foundation. If not, it could be a pretty poor ROI. Now, these next sections are a little more important because they get bulk of the traffic from these searches. So this is your Google Map Pack. This is where your Google Business Profile should be. We want it in the top 3 because 30% of people come straight to the maps and don't go anywhere else. And they will call these 3 companies. So if you're not one of them, you're leaving 30% of your revenue and sending all those customers to your competition. So in order to get in the top spot, you will have to optimize that profile and get a bunch of new citations. And citations are simply listing the business name, address, phone number, and website, and putting those on a bunch of directories. Places like the Better Business Bureau, Yellow Pages, Yelp, Glassdoor, Angie's List, Houzz, all of those are great citations. You need more than your competitors have, okay? And every single one of those citations then sends information to Google about your business, further explaining what you do and where you perform those services. So those are important for your business. And then this last section here, this is the organic section, the most important section, because 60 to 70% of people skip over the ads, they skip over the map pack, and they come right here. So if your website is not listed here, you're losing 60 to 70% of the jobs available every single month. So in order for your website to show up here, you have to, it comes back to the foundation of this website being optimized with the right content and keyword strategy, and then supporting that with your SEO backlinks, which brings us to backlinks. Now this is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to tell us how your website performs. And we can see here you have a rating of a 1.1 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, meaning Google does not trust your website, and that's partly because of the quality of the website, but more so the power you send to your website. We supply websites with power by backlinks. So we need to be sending new backlinks every single month to our website, and we need more backlinks than our competitors have, but it's important to understand that not all backlinks are the same. They're not created equal. We only want good quality backlinks that are closely related to our services. We could go out and try and get backlinks from Burger King and Pizza Hut because they're high-ranking sites, but because you don't serve food, they're not actually helping you. They would be hurting you more than they're helping. So we have to go after good quality, do follow links that are closely related to your business. So that would be coming from websites of other home service type businesses, vendors, magazines of related services, etc. okay? So we need more of those. We need more than our competition. And the more good quality ones we get, the higher this score gets. The more Google trusts you, the more it's going to show your website. And the more it's going to help you rank for your keywords. Now you have been indexed for a few keywords, but you're only getting 15 people to your site, which means that you're missing out on hundreds in traffic every single month, okay? If we look at your keywords, the only ones you're ranking for are your brand. And as important as your brand is, 90-some% of your customers are not searching by brand. They are searching based on the services they need. So that has to be where we're focused, okay? If we look at your competitor, they have a poor rating as well for their specific location. And they're not doing any SEO to support it because it doesn't make sense to, because they can't fix what's broken. But you guys can. Now, because this website has so much power, it's able to push power to these back areas. And by doing so, this one specific location in Denver is getting over 732 visits to their website every single month. And that's because they are ranking, indexed and ranking for these good local keywords that has a ton of search volume. And they're in the top ranks, okay? That is how they're able to drive that traffic. So this is something very doable that you guys can repeat and do as well. But you do have to follow these strategies. So now, if you follow strategies I've given you today, you do have an opportunity to dominate in your area. So please feel free to take this information, run with it, apply it yourself, and start driving that traffic and helping more people in your community. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a pro help you and be your growth partner, give us a call here at Peterson SEO, because working with restoration companies and this service is what we specialize in. So feel free to ask any questions, reach out by email, give us a call, and also give me some feedback on what you think of this video, because I'm always trying to do better, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I do look forward to hearing from you soon.